But them women is waiting for this to happen. You gotta ask them. I thought about it over. We lied, but I thought about it over and over and over again. And I said, man, I couldn't get away from it. When when you spit this topic, I was like, I'm not messing with Donovan. And I just wasn't. I was like, I'm not doing this with him. But when I thought about it, I couldn't get away from it. I tried so bad to turn it up and mix it up and put it in other places. I couldn't. I said, oh, he's blowing. Because it was. And I said, you know what? We're going to have to figure this thing out. Okay, this will be looking like. People already hopping on.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Alright, I don't think we need those. Oh, yeah, wait up. All right, you guys. We want to welcome you all to another episode of Let's Talk with Ro. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. You could be anywhere. So tonight, this is not a new guy. You've been asking for Donovan to come on back. Donovan, thank you for thank you for making time
to
come on the show. I know you're a busy guy. So for the people that are not familiar with you, tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk with Ro. I'm Donovan Brown. I do brakes and rotors. I'm a barber, full-time dad, a little bit of multi-level marketing. If you need a lower Pepco bill, let me know.
Now, you know what you are known for. On this show, you are known for the guy that's trying to live right.
I'm trying, but I ain't doing the best. I ain't gonna fake. I'm trying.
Oh my God! Stop! No.
I mean, we human.
We human, we are. So if you guys did miss the last episode, Donovan stole the hearts of a lot of women because of his love for God. So your relationship with God, are you still pursuing that?
Of course.
That's good.
Of course. That's never gonna leave. That's
right.
Forever.
So, it seemed like the weather broke for a couple of days, and it seemed like these women are already busting out.
Half naked.
So tonight we're going to be discussing who teaches a woman how to love. Yeah. Donovan, that was a topic that was just, Donovan selected this topic, and I was not for it, ladies. I'm going to tell you. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm about to get checked.
It's going on, yeah.
It's going on. And I had to think to myself, I said, who does teach us how to love?
Yeah, it's big. I just growing up, I was thinking for a lot of reasons. Single full-time father, just learned some stuff about my mom. Me and my mom just talked, and she shared some stuff with me that she did before. But sometimes, I don't know, we ain't in the right place for the right moments. I don't know why mentally, but when she shared it again, it was like, wow. So it just had me thinking of, I ain't never seen people have a mentoring group just for little girls or young ladies or teens or however you want to word it. And eventually you keep growing up with the thoughts of what you think is the right way to address or talk or deal with a man in a relationship. And it just had me thinking, and because like I said, my son mother ain't around, know a lot about her. Of course I ain't gonna, spill none of that right here, but some awareness to it, because these little girls need the guidance from not only the women to learn how to be a woman, but they need it from a man as well, because we gonna show them and tell them the real about the game and what we looking for. Hey, that ain't appropriate, don't do that. You should listen to her or listen to him. These little girls need that. These the same little girls, and it's a generational curse that's keep repeating itself. Women are getting pregnant, raising these babies by themselves, but nobody is teaching how to not get in this cycle. We always say just put a condom on. No, it's bigger than that. So we need these little girls to have a safe place with men. And I'm even, for anybody that's thinking, I know 3 women that's police officers. I'm pretty sure you know women that's police officers, but I'm willing to go as far as once a week with any young ladies, any parents that want that. You can have that. We can meet at a location. We can talk to the police officers, see if they got time. I'm willing to cut their kids for free, for them to just come for an hour once a week for these little girls to have some mentorship.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. You guys heard that. As the show progresses, we'll make sure we bring that back so we can get you some resources on that and what you're trying to do. Because it's sad, you guys, but okay, first of all, what is it that you're noticing in women that lets you know it's a need for this? Where are women going wrong?
Insecure. The insecurity levels are like.
Give me some examples. I need some examples of what have happened with women you dated with insecurity.
Wow. You know me, Ro. I ain't really been in the deep relationships, but
if
you can just see it. I mean,
what does that look like? What does insecure look like? Well, I'm gonna give an example.
Okay.
All right. So insecurity in some women. Well, I'm gonna be straight. When I was younger, I had insecurity issues.
I can't see it.
You can't see it because I wasn't the woman I am today.
Okay.
And a lot of women fake with it. A lot of times you have to work at becoming this woman in this chair.
Yes.
And a lot of people are not doing the work. And a lot of the work was the mentorship that you're talking about. I encountered women that had power. I encountered women that weren't swayed if a fat butt came in the room.
Yeah.
They weren't swayed if a man walked by with a woman better looking than her. She wasn't moved because she knew her purpose. You see, and I think that insecurity looks like you're upset or feeling some kind of way because a man is looking at this woman. He might be looking at her shirt.
Yeah. Or vice versa. When you had me thinking, I wanted to think of something good to touch on. Long time ago, I was talking to this young lady, and I think I shared it with you. I don't know. I told it to somebody, but I asked her, "How was your day?" And she was like, "I got a new supervisor, and she pretty."
What?
And I said, "Hold up, she like y'all didn't get into it about no arguing or nothing." She was like, "No." I said, "So you mean to tell me that you are mad that you got a new supervisor and she's pretty?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What?" Yeah. And really frowned her face up.
No, but this is real though.
Yeah.
If you're a good looking woman or a good looking man, oh man, don't be in a position of leadership. Because a lot of times people will try to sabotage what you have going because of those insecurities. And a lot of times those insecurities are hidden. They'll say good morning to you every day. And they'll be like, girl, and we'll lie. We'll do all kinds of things. Okay, so the show tonight is about how we address this issue directly. You know, what are women not getting in mentorship? You know what I mean? So another thing, before we start really breaking down what we can do to fix it, another problem that I see in women is the way they present themselves. What do you think makes a woman dress half naked on so y'all not gonna like me tonight? What do you think makes a woman get on social media half naked?
She wants the attention.
I'm
She's
telling you.
begging for attention. And that's why I say it's needed, because why are all the pictures with your butt? Why you can't just put a neck up? Like, neck up, what's wrong with that?
It's a concern.
Yeah.
So ladies, we're gonna address it. What makes you, when you see these women, what are the thoughts in your head? Like, is that something you say, oh, I want a wife that?
Nah, for sure not. Of course not. Because if you meet her that way, that's how she gonna be, and you have to accept that. So I done heard that before, and it's funny I heard it on the movie, but Players Club, when the dude was mad that Diamond was, a dancer, and she's like, "You met me there," and so that always stuck in my mind with, if you meet them that way, that's how they are.
That's how they're gonna be.
That's how they gonna be.
So when you see a woman on social media, let's say she's dressed nice, she has a classy look about her. How do you look at her?
Wow, it makes you wonder. I mean, that's when you might jump in the inbox like, "You single?"
Some of the ladies commented you on your necktie.
Oh, thank you. Just bought it for the show too.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get some shout outs. Hey, Dee Sheena, Dee from Georgia, Sheena from Georgia. Hey, you guys.
What's up, Georgia?
I see Sean Toon. Look, world traveler. Sean just got off the airplane. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Kennard. Thank you guys for tuning in. But like I said, you look at these women, and a lot of women feel like they need to get half naked to get attention. And you look at the root of that. If I get half naked right here, what kind of attention am I drawing? you drawing somebody that want to get you in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of the time, he trying to get you in the bed.
Because that's what he see. We physical. We visual. We going to see that, and then that's what we going to attack. You know, it's that. Inevitable.
But what's wild is that a lot of women are looking for just that now.
Yeah.
You know, do you recall? I recall the conversation that we had about you feeling like you were trying to tell women, y'all in the room or y'all in the place, and you like, look, I'm trying to chill.
Yeah.
You like, I'm just trying to get to know you.
Yeah.
A lot of times now, the men are fighting the women off.
And it's hard, man. That's why I'm like, dang, it's hard. But it's I mean, I can't just blame them. I gotta have some willpower. It's not just them. You know, the man gotta be able to say no and keep his eyes focused. You know, it's hard, you know, when you're working out and you see that, you ride your bike, you see it. I'm a barber, I see it. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I got hit. Now, question for the ladies, because they looking, they listening. When you do smash these women, when you do sleep with these women, what is the aftermath? I'm just saying though. Let's say a woman, once you sleep with this woman and you barely know her, you know, you were trying to kind of not get in that area, but you know, you do sleep with her. Does that guarantee a relationship with her?
No, most of the time the women only want sex, believe it or not.
They done.
Do, like, that's what they want. I mean, and then naturally, any man, same with a woman. After the first, you know, you just meet and, you know, you go there. Some people it worked out for. I ain't gonna lie. I heard some people it worked out for. Me, it, you know, I don't know. It didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Women are just so, ladies, I want to hear from y'all. Are y'all just calling? I mean, y'all, we can't be that low. We can't be there.
And it's not all. I don't think it's all.
But I'm going to say this. Anytime that a woman, y'all not going to like me tonight. Anytime a woman is just seeking a man for sex, it's low.
Yeah.
Women, I'm sorry. If you disagree, drop it, bring it.
Yeah.
But if you are seeking out a man, I don't even seek a man out for dinner. I'm not seeking no man out for nothing. I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And so many of them would get in the bed with you or fake have a relationship because of a dinner date. Believe it or not, you go to 1 or 2 dates and then that's what they want. So,
like you said, with mentorship, you know, women. I'm gonna tell you, I was in a very thorough program where they groomed us. It was a wild situation. Now I will say I didn't agree with everything that church believed, but I went to a church where they didn't believe in women teachers, and I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
So I always knew that. I got some kickback. Sheena said, I don't think that it's low. She said the rise of the feminist has changed the game. Yeah, I personally.
What does she mean by that?
I think she means she don't see nothing wrong. Shannon, can you give us some more clarity on that? But I think she's saying it's not wrong with a woman just sleeping with a man.
Yeah, the hope is lost for family. I don't think people can see themselves as good enough to have somebody to love them that much. That's what I think.
Yeah. It's sad.
It's sad because with my friend, we've been on and off, like I said, for probably about close to 2 to 3 years. I don't know. It's just, I don't know why we can't just be cool, you know, arguing, you know what I'm saying? Why is it on and off? Why is it on and off? And I'm always trying to figure out why. You know, I don't got all the answers, I don't, you know, but I know some of the mentoring groups that I was in, some of the men that I had that helped me, coaches, other people, fathers. I listen, I'm a sponge for knowledge. I like to learn, you know. But I just, like I said, I never seen it. You don't see it that much with little girls or young ladies, period. I even posted it after me and you talked. And a lot of people was commenting like, nah, I never seen it.
The truth of the matter is some things that need to be coached, you know, as far as this love thing is concerned. And just as far as a woman living and the way to carry herself, a lot of times when you are a young lady, it's phases to this thing.
Yeah.
So when you are young, you know, we have our young babies, we want to talk to them about certain things. But as you grow into womanhood and you're preparing to be a leader in the community, to raise children, to be a wife.
Yes.
there are certain things that you have to get grounded with in yourself.
Yes.
I'm not so sure that it's a certain way that it needs to look, because we don't want to get in a box. But certain things I just don't like.
Yeah.
Like when a woman come in and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
girl, guess what?" I just don't think a woman need to be that loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm with you on that to this levels. It's just consistency of staying with those that have your answer.
Okay, Sheena gave us some kickback. Because
I
needed that.
I need
when we were
this.
talking about it being low, you know, for women to just sleep with men, she was saying that those women that do choose to do that, she said they don't think it's a low place. Okay. They don't see it that way. They don't see it that way, yeah. They feel empowered and in control.
Yeah.
And you know what? Thank you for clearing that up, because that is a good point. Some women are trifling as hell. They will see your husband,
a lot of them,
and be like, you know what? They looking happy, and she think they all this and that.
Yep.
And they'll take that little butt and be switching it all around, and all it takes is for this man and his wife to have a weak night, and he out the door.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying. She don't see, some women I think don't see themselves as wifey material. That's the big issue. They don't even see themselves as that.
That's wild, because we had a show a couple of weeks ago on the new black man, and we talked about how white men are up against the black man. A lot of times men say they feel like they're lucky for getting this high-paying job, and that most of the time white guys get it. So they'll say things like, yeah, I was the only black dude in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it does, a lot of times when our men are next to white guys or these Afghanistan men with this oil money, a lot of times you do kind of feel a certain way, or men do think a certain way, because black men feel like they have to work harder, and they do. And you're right, a lot of times white women, a lot of times, they automatically see themselves as there's nothing wrong with me spending all the money. We can do whatever we want. We're going shopping. And you see black women are more likely to be like, babe, what do you need me to do? We not applying pressure.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta apply pressure to these men. Okay, so hey April, how you doing? Let me get some shout outs. April said, I've been a cheating. Hey Charles, hey Lori. April, you are hilarious, man.
She was funny in the last show. I remember her.
She is hilarious.
I remember that name, April.
And Dee Dee said, I agree with Donovan. Some women use casual sex as a defense mechanism.
Yes.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Is. My thing is, like, at what point, like, do you try to reach out or reach for knowledge, or, you know what I'm saying, try to get with the women that's married and just talk to them, learn from them, you know? I mean, that's what we do. It's like some men, like, I know men, we would ask men that's married, how you know, or what happened, or how long, like, those topics do come up, you know? And I think the stronger the woman, the stronger the man can be. You know, if a woman keep pushing and believe in herself, and, you know, that'll make a man want more. You know what I'm saying? Like, with you, I bet certain dudes not even going to approach you because of what you drive, how you dress, knowing what your status. They like,
I'm going to be honest with you. When I date some guys, I have dated guys that are millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know they will still have an issue with my drive?
They want control.
I don't know what it is they want, but if they want me to slow down, they've learned.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a goodbye for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times, people, men and women, develop jealousy in relationships, and it begins to be a competitive thing. And I'm not gonna be competing.
Instead of iron sharpening iron.
Yeah, I can't compete with you, man. Yeah. We supposed to come together and figure out how we gonna do this thing together, and what's your part and what's my part. And if my grind is making you feel some kind of way, it's probably because you're not working.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not working like you should be.
Or you just complacent.
Oh, no, bro, that's you. You know, God called you. No, God called you.
Yeah.
And if he called you to be beside me, you're going to have to work. Let's work.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It's just wild, but let's go to the comments. Sheena, thank you. Sheena said, men have been reduced to just sex because when the black family unit was destroyed, women started having to maintain everything.
But why was that? And a lot of times that's only because some women can use kids as pawns. Now you got this dude out here who getting hit hard for child support. He had a good job, but because you mad for whatever reason, you taking. I'm talking about the good fathers, not the deadbeat fathers.
Did you see our last show?
I saw a tad bit.
But you know that's what we zoned in on that.
Oh.
It was about good men on child support. That was the name.
I think I
of the
did
show.
see that, but I didn't get to watch it all.
And April said that women are the head of the household. Why?
Some households. That's only the household that don't have the word inside of the man.
So how you feel about a woman leading your house?
That's not gonna happen. I know who I am and whose I am. That's not gonna happen. And what do that even look like to a woman? I want to know what does that look like leading the house?
I can't. Okay, to me, hey Talisha, my blood sister is on the line. Hey big sis, how you doing?
Because technically, if it's equal, it should be nobody leading. Now, if it's a danger and I need to go check it, I'm going to check it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only type
So that makes you lead the household?
That's what I'm saying. So what's the lead? What does that even look like?
Since you just told me who not going to do it, let me know what it look like.
But no, I want to know from the woman.
So you just said
because in my eyes, if I'm married or if I'm in a relationship and she got kids, I got kids, we have to agree. I can't just say, look, this what it is, unless it's get dressed, we going out. Then yeah, I'm a lead in that area. But if we gotta agree as a family or
they cracking up at me and you going back and forth.
My other friend said it sound like y'all two going at it.
Yeah. So my question is for you:
Mm-hmm.
How would you lead your household? Give me some major points on things that you not folding on.
I'm never spending the night out. I'm coming home every night unless it's a fetish strip, which is red. You know what I'm saying? If it's a family where she got kids or a child, not of course I got my son. I want to make it where the one day is set for us, not just Sunday. Sunday, that's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But it got to be one day out the week is set for us. Dinner time, no phones.
April said yes, drink some water.
Oh, I got my cookies on. I'm sorry, y'all. I got my cookies on.
No, she being funny. She talking about because you talking that head of the household talk.
Oh, whatever.
She just said women are the head of the household. So ladies, while we
talking, are they a single?
Ladies, no, she married. Ladies, drop this in the comments. What makes you feel like you the head of the household?
Because she good with money and he not.
Uh-oh.
I'm just asking. I want to know
what made you jump to the money. Okay, so for you, if a woman makes more money than you,
that's not a problem for me because the goals that I have, like she better have some goals because I'm gonna do movies with Spike Lee and Tyler, so she better have some big goals.
God.
You know, so I ain't tripping over what she make right now. You know.
Okay, so they going off in the comments. All right, y'all, I'm gonna grab a few. So Talisha said, leading is simply providing direction and guidance. However, men and women need to elaborate on that decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because sometimes the woman might have better ideas.
Okay, yeah, and that's cool.
But you know what I
will... About what, though?
Okay, I will say this. I think that women can be a motivating factor in a man.
Of course.
And I feel like the way that you do that matters. I feel like those should be things that are built in private.
Okay.
When a woman starts to feel like she needs to get the credit for this publicly and say things like, I made that nigga. that's to me, that's where the issue comes in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then another thing is when a woman helps to build a man up, a lot of times, plural, this man doesn't know how to conduct himself with this newfound attention. And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's gonna be a problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that same energy, bruh. If you and I are building, and you are gonna be a better man if you beside me.
Of course, supposed to be.
Period. You gonna be a better man. Yeah. Me and my squad, we good women. We know who we are, and if you around us, we gonna build you up.
That's what's up.
If you my guy, you gonna get built up. You gonna be looking better. You gonna learn how to make more money.
That's what's up.
You gonna teach me. We gonna grow.
Yeah.
So what I don't like is when you start to look better and you start attracting this new level of a woman, you start getting new.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But some women do that too. You got a lot of women that do that, and then they stop even trying because the man is providing so much. They're not even doing nothing. Like,
Nah.
that's not even cool. I done seen that happen. The man is doing all the providing. The woman ain't doing nothing. She's not running no business. She ain't doing nothing. I see it all the time in the barbershop. I done watched it. Like, I see it over and over and over. Then it get to the point that he ain't even get to be able to, you know, go there with this girl. They've been together for 18 years. She just paying the bills.
Okay, so and lead in the household. If you and I don't agree on something, if you feel like we need to take this $10,000 and we need to get some solar panels, and you feel like we need to get some new windows and a driveway laid,
we gotta pray first and get ask Holy Spirit.
You so stupid.
I'm dead serious. You know what I'm looking, bro. I make my mistakes. I do.
All right, so listen. We don't ask God. We don't ask the Holy. We don't ask. And
so we got confirmation.
No, listen to me though.
Okay.
We don't agree. We have prayed on this thing and we don't agree. So hear me out.
Ooh.
That happens daily. That happens a lot of the time.
For real?
What you mean for real? Yeah.
Like couples that's believers been say, baby, what did you hear? I heard this and they don't want to do it. Yes. Wow, no. Yes. And see, with me, I'm gonna have to go ahead and see if your hearing is 100. So I'm gonna have to say, yeah, let's do it. And if it don't work.
Okay, so you kind of caught me off guard right there because to me you folded.
How? No.
You folded. Okay.
That's not a fold.
I'm gonna say this is my opinion.
Okay.
If my husband and I or my man and I we having a discussion about where this money needs to go, we just using this as a scenario because that's important to me. I don't like wasting no money. So we said this 10K right here needs to go. You saying solar panels and windows on the house. We need to upgrade some things here. I'm saying that this money needs to go. We have some good things that we can invest in right now.
Okay.
We got an opportunity right here with our CPA to put this 10K right here, and we can double this because this is hot right now. So we disagree on this. To me, the man's decision should be final.
No, it should not.
So do you think that's leadership? Because normally, according to even Christian beliefs, you're going against that.
No, I'm not going against that. If we are not 100% in agreement on something, and we both come to an agreement and say, let's pray, and let's see what we hear. And if I feel like, nah, baby, I don't think we should do it, and you telling me, no, I pray, I got confirmation, or if my wife saying, no, I got confirmation, okay, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to see what's up, because I know what I heard, but I want to see. Maybe I'm off. That's not folding. That's me trusting you.
We don't talk the officers up. We wheeling them in now.
Oh, that's right. Bring them in here.
Now look, right. I can't reveal who they are though.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So I will say this. When we have, let's talk about the order. We got God. Then God teaches.
And then this man what?
God teaches man. And then the man teaches.
Wife.
Okay. Then the wife teaches the kids. All right. You know the order. So like I said, just for me in my household, I appreciate that in a man when he say, you know what, that's not what I heard, and this how we gonna go.
That's big. A lot of women want that. But what happens when it doesn't work out?
Guess what? That's part of being the lead.
That's cool. If
you on the front line, you get hit first.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. So that's a concern for me as well, Donovan.
But that's not, I would never be against, and you used I don't think that was a good example. Investing over solar panels? I got my own, I'm with ACM. We're going to get a discount with Pepco already. So,
what's another
investing
scenario?
is better. I'm just saying that one would be, I'm going to go with investing.
All right, since you a single dad, let's give him another scenario. Y'all, light his ass up.
Let's go. Come on, April.
Look, listen. Okay, so you are not interested in your son going to stay out for the night at this friend's house because you don't know them like that. You just don't feel comfortable with it. She says, I don't think it's anything wrong with it. The parents seem cool to me. So who's the final decision?
That's a great one right there because
I bet.
I'm not rocking. No. I have to go meet you guys. I have to be around the parents for a good little while before I can say, yeah, or I have to just feel that vibe. All the time. Like one time, the first time he ever went to a sleepover, I dropped him off at probably 7:30 p.m. This was in the summertime. You know, little kids gonna play the video game all night. It's a sleepover. I already got this in my head. Okay, they're gonna play the video game all night. I gotta pick them up by 11 o'clock. They're gonna go to sleep by 6:30 in the morning anyway. Boom, I be there. So that's what I did. But in a household like that, nah. He's not going because they get older.
Well, what if your wife is against that decision? Like she's like, no, I think that he should be able to stay the night. You're robbing him. He's a child and he should be able to experience it.
You used a good one because of a woman not being.
I don't need to know it's good. I know it's good. I want to know what you're gonna do. I want to know what you're gonna do. Yeah, because y'all Donovan tries to deliver with this little passive.
Who?
I
keep it real.
This Donovan like,
man, whatever.
Man. Come on, man. I know what's up.
If you pick something sensitive, you pick him, so it's gonna be no. I'm going with no. I'm gonna have to go with no.
And
that's why I said, what do the lead look like? Because it is sometimes the woman, like you said, got good advice. Y'all mature faster than us, so your brain been working a lot better than mine's longer. So I'm gonna listen to you.
Right. That's interesting, you guys. Ooh, yeah, April, he does have a smooth type attitude, but don't get it twisted. Don't get this thing twisted. Don't wake him up. Don't wake it up. Okay, so we're talking about what leadership in the household looks like, and getting back to our topic about women, and who is teaching women how to love. First of all, I feel like women need to learn how to really love themselves first.
Yes.
I think that's a big one because you really not loving yourself when you're making certain decisions.
Yeah.
A woman men can smell when a woman has low self-esteem. Do you agree?
You can see it. It's in her walk. It's in her talk, her smile, how she flirt. You can see it. It's in her post. The pictures she posts, that's easy. I mean, just like women, a woman can tell a sweet guy, like far as that. When I say sweet, like, oh yeah, I'm about to work him. Like, it works both ways.
But insecure women and insecure men can look like a very well-dressed person. A very well-dressed individual that can't lay low. A lot of times, I see people that can't function if they dress down and they not the highlight of the room.
I have seen that before.
They have to go in and command the room. You would be so surprised at what low self-esteem looks like in some women. It's the women that spending crazy amounts of money on their clothing. They have to be seen. They cannot go low-key. It's that's crazy. It has to be me being seen. And to me, that's low self-esteem.
Yeah. It's a ADHD.
You should be able to chill sometimes. If I don't have on no makeup today and I gotta throw it back in a ponytail, I'm good.
Yeah.
Cause I got things to do. I'm not about to be late. Because I'm trying, Yeah. Okay, y'all, we gonna get in these comments. We got crazy amounts of comments.
Let's go. Let me see them.
Okay. That's why many successful, educated black women are single. Our black men only want to provide sex and ask for women to be submissive.
That's not true.
They forget their responsibility to love, provide, and continuously educate and protect.
That's not true. I don't like that because I'm gonna go back to y'all conversation last week that I didn't even see. So many men aren't doing what they can do, for one, because of child support. Two, how can I be a father to my kids if you won't let me see them because you mad? Or you want control, or you want to go take me for child support. Now, y'all, a lot of these women that's getting child support, they not even running businesses with this money. They not setting up college funds for these kids. They not doing nothing that's going to benefit the child. Just like you said, they want bags. Why? What is wrong? Why you got $10,000 bags for what? What is it benefiting you? Does it get your grandmother chemotherapy free? Like, for real, like, at what point do this money thing become like it's nothing? That's what I'm at with it. Like, love and happiness is way more important to me than some money. Like, that can be made. Like, and then not to mention, like I said, if you equate all of the men that's on child support and that can't see their kids, that if that wasn't their case, a lot of stuff would be different because these dudes are getting locked up, they getting killed, and they catching charges that they can't even get a job when they get out because of the child support. I know a dude that was not hustling. If I said his name, you would know him, but I'm not gonna put him out there. This dude was not in the street. Girl, his daughter mother took him for child support, $600 a month. He just got a house. Him and his man just bought a house and they rent the joint out. And he like, Slim, like, I don't know what to do. Like, and he jumped into it. And it took a minute for, like, I'm beating in his head. Stop. No, don't do it. Get out of that. Get out of that. Get out of that. Get out of that. Don't do it. But he kept on, hand in hand, back at it. Like, Slim. But eventually he stopped. Thank God. Made it out alive. No problems. But you see it all the time, yeah? All the time. Like nowadays, being an exotic, I don't even want to say that word because I'm going to be professional, but being an exotic dancer, it's like the thing to do. They don't even think about
what thing to do for?
Women.
Oh. Well, I do a lot of strippers here. I'm going to say the word. I'm going to say the word. Well, I will say this. A lot of the women are talking about, you know, when you talk about this money thing, it strikes a nerve.
It's power, yeah. It's too much, and people give it too much power.
But I feel like it's too many ways to make money out here.
Yes.
You understand? And it's you talking about the minority. Thank you, Salisha. A lot of people saying that you're talking about things that can happen, but this is not all the time. There's a lot of men that's not on child support.
Yeah.
You know, that's faking.
But all education.
Yeah.
My people perish because of what? Lack of knowledge. So that's the root of it all. The whole for everything is the more knowledge that we're not focusing on.
I feel like today men shouldn't be lacking money.
Why?
Because it's a way to get it.
Watch this.
Help.
Do you know?
Help me.
You know what a generational curse is, right?
Right.
So if a person come up from, I'm gonna use me as an example. I ain't even gonna use a person. Somebody that always wanted it. My mom, husband, know how to do all of this. Drywall, the tile, plumbing, everything. Used to get up and go do it. But my brother and I, we never went with him. Never. My mother's sister, husband, do the same thing. I used to ask him, can I go? You don't have to pay me like you pay my cousins. I just want to learn. I started saying that road when I was 15. I'm 36. I have never been. So with that being said, as year in, year out, you keep going on, you have the same knowledge. That's why I just say what God said. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. You can't think just because we are in a time where it's smartphones and Country Wayne made $7 million off his phone that Donovan should be smart enough to make money like Country Wayne. It's a time out. My relationship ain't like Country Wayne. Some of these men that y'all talking about don't have a relationship with God to hear from Holy Spirit clearly to get these instructions to do that, to see increase. Once again, it's a scripture, I can't remember, but it's a scripture that talk about the woman's role and how she should be so the man can be better. We're not seeing that in today's world, and all people are focused on is money, not the happiness. I can come up, let's just say I came up and boom, I got 6 million. I look real husband material to a lot of women now. Oh, he just came up. All you see is the money. All you think about is the nail.
You look husband material to some of these women online right now.
Where they at?
Right. I'll make sure.
I'm playing.
For all the ladies, all jokes to the side though. I mean, we get inboxes.
Yo,
you know, women called you back on. It wasn't a lot of men calling you back on.
That's what's up.
So that's not always true. But I will say this. Men have to apply themselves, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
if they don't know how,
you about to not like me either.
No, that's totally
y'all didn't get up and lead the show early.
No, let's do it.
Now I will say this: you got a business, a brakes and rotors, blah 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 business. You should be booming.
I'm learning as I'm going.
Yep. And now who's training you?
Nobody.
Why?
I don't have nobody that wants to do it.
What?
Yeah.
So did you ask God for that?
Pray for all the time.
This is my thing. If you have, as a businesswoman, I'm a businesswoman. There's no reason for you to have that kind of demanding business. It is a high demand for that business. If that business ain't jumping right, it's some tools missing. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So,
and not to mention, I'm a single full-time father. That's I ain't gonna make no excuses, but it's hard to do both because when I'm out working, sometimes I ain't coming in till 9, 10 o'clock because of some customers buying the wrong parts. They driving on it real long and it's taking me long to get it in. Or I gotta go to this store and pick up one caliper. I gotta go to that store, pick up a rotor. Then I gotta go down Highsville, pick up brake pads. So my life is different. Then you can't trust everybody with your business. This is a brand that it took me a long time to build. And that's what I was going with. A lot of people will see, oh man, you got that truck wrap. You should be doing this, doing that. I'm learning. I build my website.
One of the ladies in the chat said you making excuses, bro.
that's not excuses. I'm moving. I don't one thing, and all my friends is live. Anybody that know me, any male, female, how many times have I ever called anybody's phone and said, "Let me hold something for my rent. Let me hold something for my truck note." I thank God for that. I ain't hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like I just went almost 2 months with business was slow, and I'm still able to pay rent without saying, "Can I hold? Can I hold?" That's why you got this savings, that savings. You know what I'm saying?
April said women do it every day. But April said, have you ever been jealous of a woman while you were in a relationship with her?
Never. Jealous of a woman?
April, come in the chat and let me know what made you ask that question. Because that question came from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so I will say this. As far as money is concerned, to me, it's not, with your vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be broke with that vision.
At all.
It's not going to work. Because nobody can. So the reason why a lot of times money has been important for me, I've learned, is because it gives me more of a platform. Money is the vehicle for me to make moves that I want to make. People aren't about to fund your eyes. It's rare, but people are not about to fund that vision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to set up a space or run out of space, it's hard enough paying the bills.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to set up a space where we can get young women mentored and get young black men mentored, it's going to cost some rent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in our businesses, what I do notice in men that I don't notice in women, a lot of the times with women, it's not if, it's how. It's not if God is blessing this, it's how am I about to get this money. So we good at strategizing.
Women think that they doing everything right because they keep a few dollars. You gotta remember, because of that big button of smile, a dude to pay for your dinner. He gonna pay for your car insurance, or he gonna pay for whatever. So a lot of that money that we spend all the time is not being stacked like y'all money being stacked.
You know what they asking? The women said, "Why are you single?"
Because I ain't found what I want, and I ain't got that vibe. I mean, I got friends. I got a friend that I talk to, but I don't know.
Lord, don't say nothing. The woman be done walked away when she said
no, that's cool. I ain't found that vibe. I mean, then I prayed and asked God to, take my attraction away from women, make me attracted only to my wife.
Okay.
Like, so that's why. I mean, I ain't rushing. I do want one. My son want one, but hey, we doing all right.
I get it.
Yeah, because the wrong woman, it ain't good for my son. We don't need that. I ain't making that mistake twice. So I'm only getting on my knee one time, ladies.
I think sometimes with marriage, people can have an unrealistic view of it, And for me, for the record, I have never been married. I mean, I have had a collection of engagement rings. You know what I mean? But, and I've had people walk away from me. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I will say, I do counsel married couples. God has called me to do so, even though I have not been married. And I have seen some of the ugly, behind the scenes that can happen in some of the best of marriages. So your marriage can be a great marriage, but it doesn't mean you're not going to encounter some of the worst of it.
Course.
And I think that it's about how you work through it. And I think that a lot of reasons why marriages fail is because there's no purpose in that marriage. Everybody thinking about how they feel and what's going to make me this or that. What is going to happen in this globe, on this globe, because y'all two came together as a superpower? What's happening here? Because y'all came together that y'all couldn't have done without each other. It should be stronger. If I'm already bringing this to the table and we get together, how are we going to be able to manipulate this to make this a stronger empire? I'm thinking legacy. I'm thinking empire. I'm thinking building blocks.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every day I ain't going to have time to be sitting up in your face. I might have to fly out for a week. You might have to fly out for a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. We don't have time for small things like insecurity.
Yeah, and I think that's the equally yoked. Even though I know equally yoked is the belief, but yeah.
April and them, so they talk about why I'm not married. April said, bro, they probably was scared boots. I agree, some. That wasn't the man for me. And my best friend said, did they try to come back crying? Girl, it's way too late. We don't do second time around. I don't. I ain't the one. Honey, I will hang in there, but honey, we ain't doing no second time around. But that's my thing when I think about marriage. I do think marriage is a good thing, and I don't think money is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Donovan? I'm being honest.
No, I know what you're saying.
But I do.
But you do want somebody that's grinding, that's ain't, yeah.
But I will say, one thing I will commend you on is the fact that you are putting in the work. Now, whether or not you getting the fruit of your labor yet, that may not be, but you planting those seeds, so it's not like you sitting at home on the couch.
Yeah.
And I know Donovan be working because he's local, and I see him up and down the street. I text him sometimes, and I'm like, I just saw you. No, you are everywhere. You know what I mean? And you are trying. But sometimes I feel like women have the strategy.
Yeah, probably. And I mean, I'm open to learning. I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
Like
for me, with men that are actually prompt, you're present with the work. I would never believe for my guy that you should be out there for 12 hours and you're not bringing in more than enough of what we need. So it's all about the proper help. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because a woman, and both ways, a woman enhances a man, just like a man, just like a prime example. Let's just say a man's social media page doing great. Now they in a relationship and he posting what his wife do. Now more business is coming both ways. Same with the wife. She posting, oh baby, do this. Baby, I think you should do that. That works both ways. That's scripture. When a man find up a wife, he find up a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So
right,
I agree.
And I get it. You on fire. I understand you on fire for the Lord, and I understand you trying to do things God's way. But a lot of times I have learned that people get in church and forget the practical points of things. And hear me out.
I want to hear. I definitely
hear me out.
I'm
gonna tell you because I've been where you are.
Okay.
And as you grow in the Lord, you will understand.
Okay.
Okay. Because right now you looking like road watering it down. I know how you feel because I'm just letting you know that I've been there.
Okay.
But your vision is going to change, and that's why you need mentorship.
Okay.
God is not upset about you taking time to get equal mentorship in your finances as you are in your spirit.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
God is for that, and that is also scripture. And I started learning that. You see what I'm saying? I'm a hairstylist. So when I go into my church, you see what I'm saying? If I have to preach that Sunday, if I decide to wear my hair this color blonde, God ain't mad at me. Okay. I'm doing this because I'm still trying to recruit. Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to reach people, and they come in to get their hair done. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. God uses you how he uses you, and he going to use me how he uses me. Mm-hmm. But we can't forget who we are. We take scripture and it polishes who we are uniquely. You understand? And God didn't give you a business to be broke.
I ain't broke.
I ain't saying you broke.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying God didn't give you a business to not prosper. Mm-hmm. And you do need mentorship there as well.
Of course.
I'm telling you, I see people lose it all the time. Man, they at church. You got to have a life outside of church. Of course. You got to have mentorship in all areas of your life.
But it got to be that balance. And I'm with you. It got to be a balance. I'm with you. It do. But I think for me, trying my best to stay on them scriptures, it's helped me. And everybody that I know that's successful in their marriage may have a little argument here and there, but it's never no, man, I don't think this gonna work. Like I can't take this. The word. And I'm going off results. That's all. I know what you're saying, far sometimes we forget. I'm me at church, bro. I joke. I had to tell them take me off the door because I said, hey, this ain't gonna work. Everybody bust out.
So many butts going by.
So my man, every time when he see me, he be like, hey, Donovan, don't be pitching booty down. I'm like, man, go away with that, man. Like, I'm me everywhere I go. Like, so I don't think you watering it down. I love to learn. A fool despises knowledge. I like to learn. Teach me. Right.
And I will say this, they are cracking up. That a lot of people are agreeing with what I'm saying about seeking that mentorship. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they cracking up when you say, I ain't broke. They laughing so hard. We're not saying you broke.
No, I know what you're saying.
But
this non-stop, like, oh my God, this joint is, I gotta hide. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny. And then we got some married people in there saying, one person said, she a wife. She been married for years, successfully. And she said, we argue once a week, but we good.
And that's normal.
And I'm going to be honest with you, too. Married people may tell you what they want you to know.
That's true.
You have no idea.
What it's like. 100.
And I'm going to tell you, I have counseled people from that pulpit to Southeast Minnesota Avenue.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't know.
And that's everybody.
Married people are not gonna tell you what's really going on up in there.
Yeah.
And don't get up in there with the husbands and the wives ain't there. You don't know what's going on. I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't know what. I don't care if they in a church or not.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on.
No, that's true.
That's
true.
What I'm saying?
That's absolutely true. I can't argue that.
So yeah, and everybody said marriage is a work. Marriage is a work. So I have a good question for you. For just because you desire to be married, and I know that, and you know, for the last couple of years, I can see it all over you, and you know, it is a big deal. You are training to be a husband, and I think that's wonderful, and I know you're gonna be a great husband.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, my question is, you know, when it comes to, ooh,
here we go. Let's go. Give it to me.
All right. So, what is it gonna be for you? Not if, when you get married. Let's say you feel like you have fallen out of love with your wife. Do you think that that's grounds because you feel like you don't love her anymore to leave your marriage?
No, I would have to really, and I know you probably don't want to hear me say this, and you ain't give me that vibe, but I would have to pray and see what's going on with me first. And I doubt that will happen though, because I'm really, really picky. Like,
all right, let's say that you marry a woman. You married her because you like who she is. You marry this woman, she is 160 pounds. She's shaped how you like. She keeps her hair done every 2 weeks and you love that about her. She always smells.
But she just picked up some weight.
She always smells good. Now, 2 years into the marriage, she doesn't get her hair done anymore. She's like, I'm not trying to impress nobody no more. I'm married. She's not as attractive to you. She's not wearing the perfume that she used to. And honestly, you just not as turned on. You know, you starting to encounter women in the streets with your business. You changing these women's rotors, and they smelling good and they looking fresh. You know what I'm saying? So your feelings towards your wife have changed because she's not the same woman she used to be.
That's easy, bro. Stop playing. You picking my brain, man. That's cool.
What's
so
easy?
Let me help you out with this. First, when I see these pretty women and I'm doing their breaks, they be like, "Whoo!" And I be thinking, one night, $250. One night, $250. And I gotta go ahead and brush that to the side. So I deal with that a lot. Of course, I'm not gonna, you know, I got a son to raise. I ain't paying for college, but I'm paying for college. You know, that's not a problem. If my wife was to get to that point, of course I'm gonna pray, fast, so I can make sure I hit. The fasting is gonna be the first thing. You know, it gotta be, because I need to know why she feeling like this. Now I'm happy that you not doing a different hair and all that, because now I don't gotta spend a lot of money. Hopefully she know how to do that.
Why April is, you know, April, we not gonna do this with you tonight. She talking about when you lay on your back, your belly go flat.
She plays too much. But no, I would have to pray about it, and then we would have to probably go to counseling and see what's wrong. Like, and if she's really telling me nothing, like, I'm happy. Like, I mean, I got you. Like, do you want me to do something different? Then I mean, if I'm good, I'm good. You know what?
I think that you don't realize some things to a degree. I'm gonna say this.
Is that my answer wrong?
No, it's not that your answer's wrong. I think you being your authentic self. But I just want to be honest with you here. Sometimes you want things and you'll pray for things, and this person is not interested in giving you what you're saying you need. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
This is the reality of a marriage, and this is where the going gets tough.
But you like makeup and all that don't bother me though.
I hear you. Okay, that might not be your thing. What if she's not hands-on with the kids anymore?
That's who she was from jump.
Not always. People change.
Because of okay.
This is what I'm saying.
And that's why I'm not rushing it, because I hear this stuff all the time.
You can rush it. You cannot rush it. You can get married today or 2 years from now. These are still gonna be facts. People will change, Donovan, and no matter how much you pray and how much you do your research and train, marriage is gonna challenge you.
I believe it.
And there will be more than one days that you sit and look at this woman like, did I make the right choice?
I believe that. I don't think marriage will just be, you know, just a smooth walk with no, learning each other, learning to compromise. Cause I gotta learn some things that about me that she might don't like, some things that I don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? And that, so of course I believe that's gonna happen. But I don't know if a person just stop interacting with their kids. That's who they have always been in my eyes.
Okay.
Because it's gonna have to. It's gonna be some history that show that you never really been there. I mean, I can, like I said, I'm gonna just speak on mine. Like even when I was, with my son and his mom, when we was going through our little. I got Monday and Tuesday. She got Wednesday and Thursday. I got the weekend. The next week it flipped. I noticed you only got him 2 days out the week. I started saying that when he was 2 and 3. From this whole moment. So that's why I said if that happened, that was already who she was from jump. And sometimes people now that their kids like they work, dropping kids over to the soccer practice or cheerleading practice. Home, cook, boom, out with the girlfriends. And that's a routine over and over. So trust me, I'm big on parenting. That's really what I'm looking for, a mother. Like, I don't care about your fat butt. I don't care about the hair, nails, all that. You're being a mother, that's easily spotted from a father.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to the comments real quick. Mr. Davis, thank you for tuning in this evening, Bubsy.
What's up, Mr.
He
Davis?
said, yeah, he's really rolling with you on some things,
What's up,
He
Mr.
said
Davis?
that's the period in which, you should seek counseling. And I believe, he agreed with you on that.
Yeah.
We seek counseling, and that doesn't always mean counseling. Doesn't mean we're going to see eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And change should happen, he said. Nothing should stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
Dee Dee is successfully married, and she said people do grow when you get married, but it's not always that they grow together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
believe that too.
Sometimes people, grow apart, and sometimes she said a partner needs a push. So, sometimes marriage can be very tiring sometimes. If you for yourself are trying to handle your business, handle provisions, you taking him to football practice and stuff, and you just want to come home to a sexy wife. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that might not be your thing.
Yeah.
But some men are like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even care.
You might want her to be working, and she just not getting her game together. You like, why is it that I'm working and I'm handling the kids and you not doing
that's
nothing?
what I'm saying. Have it ever been a couple that you counseled that the woman was a go-getter? Like you can see you and her as far as her hustle, and then when she got married, she didn't have no more ambition. Have you seen that? And that's what I'm saying. Like if that's the case, I would have been married years ago or asked anybody. I've had women ask me to marry them. Like, Don, this won't you marry? No, I'm looking for something different. And then if I really can go there and think about, can I be with this person? Like, it's just a lot of stuff that's different. Like that I just.
It seems like you have a real issue and concern with marrying a woman and then she losing her ambition.
No, because same thing you just spoke on about your drive. I just told you what I'm doing. I'm writing a movie. I'm writing movies. I'm not gonna say a movie. I have 2 movies that I'm writing. Sometimes it's hard. I ain't wrote in like 3 weeks, but I'm going to finish these movies. I want to get some movies on the screen. I want something different. There's no good content out there. I'm not the best person. I'm not, but I want some good content out. So with that being said, I want Bricks and Rollers in 50 states. I want roadside, just like AAA. I'm looking for a woman that if she ain't already there grinding or got some knowledge to help and push, and it ain't just necessarily for money, but that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for because that's where I'm at in life. And then I'm
sorry, I got to hold you. And I can't believe, man, y'all, we almost an hour in. The show is almost.
Oh, for real?
I just want you to be able to get to a couple of these comments.
Okay.
Bubsy said, yeah, we fall in and out of love, and I hope that I'm fortunate enough to find someone that's determined as I am to be successful at love. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where I'm at. I ain't really pressed for the money, but I mean, if we can get it together and we ain't never gotta argue and stress over that part, that's a plus. But of course, I mean, if you ain't changing for the better, it's a problem at the end of the day.
Okay, April said that, for her, she said that that was me. I stopped the dreams for my husband. I stopped dreaming because I wanted to support him. And she feels like now it's her turn. And then Sheena said she's taken back by you saying that a woman even asked you to marry her. Would you actually say yes to a woman that proposed to you?
No. She didn't get on her knee, but it came out.
I mean, I'm just saying though, if she said, when she said that, what was that like?
I said no. And then I made her think. I said, "You're not ready for what I'm bringing." And she said, "What you mean?" At the time, I was still taking care of Donovan's sister. I said, "So you mean to tell me you're ready to get off work and come home to your son, my 2 kids, and then I might got run out and I'm out on the roadside, and you got to take him to practice and hurt you?" She was like, "Nah, you right. I ain't ready for all that." So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I done heard that twice from 2 different women. Why we ain't getting married, or when we gonna get married? Like, you know, sorry.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Talisha said that she feels like counseling is important individually.
Of course. And I think, I know the show about to be over, but in my eyes, I'm speaking this and claiming this for my marriage. My marriage not gonna be dry. I like to exercise. I like to ride my bicycle. I like music. I'm down for learning. I'm like, I can go to the Bible Museum and have fun. We're gonna always be doing something. Like, even if, like, prime example, you do hair. If I'm done, I done made a stack for the day and I feel like, man, I'm going home. Or I'm about to go to the shop and help sweep up or just book. Like, it's always gonna be something where it's interest. Like, it ain't gonna get dry. I don't see it. And that's what I think for the ones that's getting dry. Are y'all exercising together? My boy and his wife been together since they was in high school, but they've been married for like the last 7-8 years. They just went to the gym for the first time together. He said he went home. Man, that was one of the best moments ever. They said, both of them, like, we going to the gym again together. So now they go to the gym together. That's sparking their marriage. What are y'all doing? Are y'all just going to work and coming home every day and then one vacation or something? Like,
but I'm going to tell you something. That's easy to fall into.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, the way you speaking this thing.
No. But that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. It is. We can't speak that. It's life and death in the power of the tongue. We can't keep speaking that because of what we're seeing in the world. The world would change your view of things.
I see some wonderful marriages.
That's what I'm saying. And ask them, what are they doing? And I bet you they are riding the bikes together or going to play basketball or they're going to the gun range. They doing something. They fishing. They doing something.
You know what, guys? I hate to say it, you guys, but our show is coming to a close, you guys. And I want to thank you all for joining tonight. You could have been doing a million things. But I will say this for a takeaway this evening. You know, I don't know how we started rounding off and speaking on marriage, man. But the show takes its own course. Yes, it is what it is. But I will say this, you know, feelings can be very misleading. You know, I woke up this morning and I was looking at one of my mentors on Facebook Live, Bishop Vaughn, Coletta Vaughn, and she was speaking about feelings and emotions. And sometimes, you guys, you know, feelings they don't line up. It takes fight. And that's with our businesses, that's with our marriages, with our relationships, anything. You know, if we do exactly what we feel, I feel like slapping people sometimes. But I can't just go around slapping people. You know what I mean? So just being mindful of the way we feel. And especially if we are in a marriage or we are in a relationship and we want to feel a certain way, we got to look at those things that they're declining. You know what I mean? We got to be honest with our partners.
Yes.
You know, babe, I like when you do this.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I'm missing this.
Yeah.
You know, it's just constant work. It's every day. All right, you guys. That's going to be a wrap for us today. Join us here next Monday at 7 p.m. for another episode of Let's Talk Monroe. Thanks, Donovan.
Thank you.
Man, that was good.
Yes, it was.
Lot.
I can't wait to go